Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are out there. It's time for another episode of the SoundTraxx Soundbites podcast. This is Train Talk from Milepost 141. We are here cruising along. It's almost mid-July now.
Yeah.
Rolling right along. Which is crazy to think. It's just flying.
It is. I mean, time flies by when you're having fun.
Yeah.
It's nice weather, beautiful weather. It's been great out here. A little dry.
A little dry.
I keep seeing fire danger signs everywhere I go.
Oh, yeah. They got red flag stuff all over the place.
Everywhere. Yep.
You know, and that's one of the downsides right now is that because here in town we weren't able to do the Durango fireworks.
Yeah.
So you went somewhere, you did something.
Cortez.
That's good. They at least had some ability to fire some stuff off or some celebrations anyway.
They did. They've had I think Cortez Days they call them or something like that.
Okay.
They have like a month-long celebration, and then it's really a nice town, very diverse. A lot of neat Navajo, the Ute Mountain.
Oh, that's cool.
It's just a great place to visit and see if you're out this way. And then there's a national park there.
Mesa Verde?
Yeah.
Yep, Mesa Verde is not far from you. It's like, what, 10 miles, 15 miles?
7 or 8, I think, actually, to the east. And you go there, get in there to see a national park. It's an awesome site. A lot of ancient ruins there and stuff preserved, which is, very interesting to see as well. And there's been a lot of people, a lot of campers out there. I'm talking about like motorhomes.
Oh, yeah.
It's motorhome season.
It is motorhome season.
On US 160, folks. So take your time.
Take your time, and we expect motorhomes to be all over the place.
Yeah. But the fireworks are great. Like I said, the town's very festive, and they do a really nice job with it.
Yep. Well, they were supposed to fire off some fireworks in Bayfield, but I don't have any idea if they did because I was actually on vacation.
That's right.
I just got back and had a great time. But I will tell you, with America's 250 going on right now, a lot of stuff. We went to, on my vacation, I went to Disney World, Florida, and we were there at the Magic Kingdom Park to see the 4th of July fireworks on America 250.
Right.
The Disney company is the biggest spender of fireworks worldwide.
Right.
And you think they got fireworks every night at every one of their parks.
You get to see fireworks on the 4th and every night.
So, correct. They pretty much fire, anytime they have an excuse, fire it off. And sometimes, depending on if they have special events like after hours, sometimes they'll do 2 shows in a night.
Right. Yeah, it's something. That's something to see too, folks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Because when in last November, my wife and I did a real quick trip. We were up there for like 3 days because we went to the I call it Mickey's Not So Scary Christmas Party, but it's called Mickey's Very Merry Christmas.
Right.
Because they do have Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and I just think it's hilarious. But I'm just doing it more to entertain myself than anything, but it drives my wife nuts. Yeah. But anyway, so we did that, and so we got to see the regular, the Happily Ever After fireworks, and then they did a special Minnie's Christmas fireworks at the end of the night. So there was 2 fireworks shows. But yeah, they fire off stuff every night. So seeing the 4th of July fireworks, man, what a show. That was impressive.
It is.
And, usually because they do them every night and you can see them on YouTube, stuff like that, I don't usually stay for the fireworks. Usually at that point, the crowds of the park are all ready to see the fireworks. I'm like, nope, we're going to hit some rides. Because shorter line went.
And, depending on where you're at in the park, I'm sure. I've never been to Florida when I've been to California one, but where you are in the park, you can still see them.
Oh, yeah.
I think a roller coaster, I'm sure you could probably see them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then they pump the music pretty much throughout the entire park.
Right.
And actually, they talk about, if you don't want to watch the projections on the castle, you can actually go behind the castle. It's a whole lot less crowded because they actually shoot them off about a mile away from the park behind it.
Wow.
So it's actually kind of cool to know.
I mean, as big as that park, it's supposed to be. I've never been there. You've been there.
Yeah.
They say the one in California, Anaheim, could put like 4 or 5 of those inside the parameter of this.
Well, if you're talking the entire Disney World, the whole Disney World parameter with all the hotels, the 4 parks, the 2 water parks, Disney Springs, that's the size of San Francisco.
Holy Toledo. Wow, that's huge.
They have their own highway system. They have their own bus system. They have their own police system in there, everything. It's just crazy how big it is. But the actual Disneyland park is landlocked, so they can't really expand anywhere.
Okay.
You got the Disneyland, and then you got Disney California Adventure, DCA. and that whole complex would fit inside Magic Kingdom Park in Florida.
That's what.
That's just one of the
I've heard that.
Yeah.
That brought up a couple times.
Yeah, so it's pretty impressive. So anyway, just got back, had a great time. And now I have that post Disney depression now because I just got back, had a great time, and now I got to get back to adulting again.
Yeah, I know. Same here. It was nice being off for the weekend and, like I said, seeing that and then doing a little work and on the trains and then just relaxing, listening to Buck Owens.
Yeah, there you go.
People don't know me like, what's new about that? Well, yeah, I know.
Yep. So, well, as of the publication of this, not shooting, because we do shoot these in advance, but as of the publication of this, we've got the National Train Show coming up next weekend.
Yep, looking forward to that.
Yeah. Right now, as the publication, I'm in St. Louis.
Right.
Doing the RPM.
St. Louis RPM.
And then next week is the National Train Show in Chattanooga.
Right.
And so if you're in the area, whether you're in St. Louis, can come to the St. Louis RPM or come down to the National Train Show, be sure to come out. These are some fantastic shows. I know we talked about them in the past here.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're excited. We always love coming out there. We always love talking to you folks. And when you come up and we talk to you, we always have a great time.
Yep.
You always want to make sure to come out and say hi.
Yeah.
And we've got a new addition this year. We've got some new stickers. We just got these SoundTraxx Soundbites podcast stickers that you can come by and get your very own stickers.
Yep.
So we've had our traditional SoundTraxx ones. We did our 35th anniversary ones. Now we've got the ones for our podcast. So you guys that collect stickers, come by and get them.
They did a great job, and that's the thing. There's a lot of the stickers are the thing right now.
It is
your podcast especially. So we're glad to have our own.
Yeah, and what's interesting to me is it's not just our hobby.
Right.
It's not just model railroading. I see people handing stickers out for everything.
Yeah.
I get ads on like all the social media channels of like sticker people this, sticker people that. And I actually have a friend of mine in town that apparently makes stickers now. I didn't even know that.
Wow. So it's bigger than us. But
it's much bigger than just
as far as the hobby, it's definitely
absolutely
huge. So
it's been really cool because I've gotten stickers from people with their personal railroads, private lines, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And of course you collect them from all the companies and stuff. So they're in the that rolling toolbox, that blue one you've seen in the garage.
Yeah.
I put them on the underside of the lid there and put them up there to populate it. So
I think I've got a few like Tangent. I've got Home Shops. They send stickers with their cars when you buy from Home Shops. Tangent, of course. I don't know about scale trains. Maybe when their SD40 show up, maybe
there you go.
Maybe we'll get some stickers for those.
Well, and Rapido puts them in all their boxes too.
Rapido does, yes, they do.
They put 2 or 3 of them in there every time. So
all kinds of neat stuff in there, like like a bonus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, because I was on vacation, I didn't actually bring anything because I haven't really been working on anything. I was too busy going on vacation and had a great time. But looks like you're in the middle of a project over here.
We're close to the end. This is for Kevin Love of the Missouri Pacific Society. This is a F7B, Athearn Genesis. It's got Tsunami 2 in it. What these were some, I guess, the society ordered by mistake. And so a couple of years ago, or a year ago before I came out here to work for SoundTraxx, I'd agreed to take these engines for them and strip them down and make undecorated out of them.
Okay.
And then I repainted several of them in the Jinx Blue scheme with the 3-inch striping and the buzzsaw, and those are on sale at Doc's Caboose in Kansas City.
Yep.
But what had happened, they'd ordered these by mistake. They were Erie Lackawanna for some reason, so I stripped them and did that for them. But anyway, one of them, I guess Kevin purchased one, and he wanted me to paint it in a special scheme. You'll notice the stripe's a little bit thicker on this one. This is a 4.5-inch stripe. Kevin wants kind of a legendary liveries type of thing, to borrow that from our friends at Athearn.
Yeah.
That's what this is going to be. It's going to be a Jinx Blue post-74. What if an F7B made it past 1974 and it's going to have a Screaming Eagle. The reason it's not done is I'm waiting on Kevin to give me the final go-ahead on where he wants the 20-inch numerals and the Screaming Eagle emblem.
Okay.
And after that, we button her up and ship it off. And I'll shoot some pictures of it when it's completed too. If we don't bring it back for another shooting. I really like the paint job. The paint job on it, it's the True Color paint with the Pullman green mixed in there with it. Really gives it a nice look. It's got, of course, the Athearn Genesis great drive system in it.
Yep.
The Highliner's F7B shell. And then I added the spark arresters for the Mopac look. And then basically True Color blue, Jinx blue with the Pullman green. I think the primer is my usual Mr. Hobby Surfacer 1500. and then that's basically it. Primer, paint, put it together.
Yeah,
because it came out of the box with Tsunami 2 in it already, so it's already got all that. It's got LED lights on the ends, those little lights that will light up.
Yeah, so once you finish putting that thing together, it'll be a stunning showstopper.
Yeah, it's looking better.
Most people don't realize or forget, because we've been years and years, we've always done B units, and nobody puts lights in them.
Right.
But B units, they figure, they never ran alone, but they actually do have headlight and, technically headlight and backup light on.
Right.
And most people don't realize this, they actually do have a control stand in there.
Yeah.
Because they'd have to be able to move it around the yard.
I didn't know that.
They'd have to be able to move it around the yard by itself without having to pull something up to it, connect all the MU cables and all that stuff to control it. So they actually do have a control stand in there.
Wow. Well, that's
usually on the A end. So in this case, I think you're on this side. It would be on this side would be the front.
Okay.
Because you got the dynamic brake, I think, and then the regular would be back there, and then that's where the steam generator would normally be. So this would be the A unit. A side.
Yeah, I don't know if this would have to be an XT and P unit, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dynamic brake.
Yeah, because I don't know if that's accurate or not. So don't hold me to that, because this is the exterior Lackawanna shell that I stripped from.
Right.
So it's not my fault if it's wrong. But anyway, it does. It looks good. I like the paint job on it. It came out nice and smooth. True Color just makes the best stuff. I mean, I love using it. I used to use the old Accu paint back in the day from SMP Industries whenever it was. And the True Color paint is very similar to that formula, but it's a little bit better.
Yeah, I like it. It flows better for me than a lot of these acrylics. I've even shot with the Vallejo, whatever you want to say, and I actually prefer the way the True Color flows better to me through the airbrush. Yeah,
and he's got some new stuff coming out for guys with I think it's already been out, but he has a special formulated paint for 3D printed and resin.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's on his website. Also, if you want to take a look at the True Color website. But anyway, this one is just your standard True Color paint. I think it's 122 Jinx Blue.
You're not going to get it. I have no idea.
I don't know. I know it's Jinx Blue, but Jinx Blue plus Pullman, 1 part Pullman green in it to give it that look.
Gotcha.
That Mopac color.
Yep.
But it looks good, Kevin. I hope you're happy with it when you get to see it finally, and I appreciate it. It's been fun working on it, and it maybe, who knows, maybe Athearn will do a Kevin Love Legendary Liveries F7B.
Yeah, there you go. Well, and just so you know, he actually does finish projects every now and then.
Yeah, once in a while. I mean, it's, you're working, you just get home, I got those cats to take care of, and then, like I said, I get on this stuff, and there's some days I just don't feel like messing with them, and then there's other days I'm like, man, let's get this thing done.
Yeah, I just give you a hard time.
It's further along than I really would like to have it buttoned up, but
but you're almost there.
It's really, there's not much else left to do other than where Kev wants where he wants the numbers to go, and I'll put those there, and we'll get them. We'll get her shot, get some nice pictures of her, and send her on her way.
Sounds good. Well, with that, let's jump into our tech tip for the day.
Yep.
This has to do with diagnostic lights, and I know this is something you've addressed or been talking to customers, so go ahead and share what you got on the diagnostic lights.
A lot of times folks will call in and ask me about the little red LED light on a board, like let's say a plug and play 8 board, and if it's on all the time and they're worried, and I think it's great that they call in and ask, because they don't want to do damage to the decoder.
Sure, absolutely.
And so we're able to answer that, because like I said, when I was here last year and I started, George trained me on this stuff, so I kind of took notes, and I kept that. It's one of the notes I kept, because I was one of those people that used to wonder that myself. But if you see the little red LED on the surface of your plug and play 8 board or other decoders,
it's on the others.
Yep, you can rest assured that everything's fine, because that's usually wired to it's connected to FX6.
Usually FX6.
Yeah. And that basically, if you've got something wired to FX6, or you've activated FX6, which would be function 27 on your DCC or FX6 on your Blue Nami, that light's going to illuminate. It will also function as a diagnostic light as well if there is a trouble code or some other sort of thing going on.
Yeah, if there's an error code detected, the decoder normally will flash all of the lights.
Yeah.
But say in the case of a traditional B unit, let's just say, where somebody didn't add the headlight and backup light, they'd have no other avenue to be able to see those error codes flash.
Right.
And so that's why that exists on the board, is to give you an avenue so that if there is an error code detected, the decoder is trying to tell you, hey, fix this problem before you damage me.
Right, and so like if I had the top off this thing, which since it's not done, as George pointed out, it would be easy to take the top off because the screws wouldn't be in there.
Right.
But you could see that board, and you could see if there's anything going on with it. Additionally, if you had, let's say you had a Mars light mapped or set up, you configured FX6 as a Mars light, then that little red light's going to act like a Mars light when it's activated also. So you'll see the red light. And don't be confused by that being a trouble code. If you've got a Mars light on there, it's going to act like a Mars light. If it's a gyro light, it's going to be a gyro light. If it's a strobe, it's going to flash like a strobe.
Correct.
But a trouble code or a diagnostic code is going to be a series of flashes. It's going to be the same duration and in a particular number of them.
Correct. And those codes can be found in the back of the user's guides for all of our products, Econami, Tsunami 2, and Blue Nami. If you go to the troubleshooting section, it'll talk about the two lights that are actually on the decoder. The first one is the blue light, and that's just a pilot light. It just helps us as remote tech support to know, is there, it's kind of, think of it as the first line of your television manual. Is it plugged in?
Right.
That's what we just need to know if power's applied.
Right.
And then the red light will come on and off with normally the FX6, like our TSU 1100 only has 4 lighting outputs, so it's the FX4 in that case. But it's usually with the FX6, and it'll turn on and off and mimic everything the FX6 does, including on and off. But like we talked about, it gives you that avenue to be able to see it. But don't be panicked if you turn on your FX6 light and suddenly this red light comes on. It is a common call because, I hate to word it this way, but we're guys, right? Mostly. Yeah. We're mostly guys. We don't read no stinking manuals.
Right. And I just say, what is it? That's that's a diagnostic light if it's flashing a certain amount of code or numbers times, but if it's just on solid, it's fine. It just means is FX6. Yeah, it's on. I said, well, you're okay.
Exactly. Now, one thing to note is on the Athearn factory installed decoders, they actually opted to leave that off.
Right.
So you won't find that diagnostic light on an Athearn factory.
This one would not have it because this is a factory Tsunami 2.
Right. Correct. So, and that's just because you got a lot of things like this with clear grills and stuff like that on your model, so they didn't want that light shining through.
Right.
On my personal models, I leave. You can do different things, but usually what I'll do is I'll take some of that gray box foam and just kind of put it behind the grills a little bit, so that way, since you're not normally seeing in the grill or through the grill anyway, in most cases, it gives you an avenue to kind of help diffuse that light, so it doesn't look like a bright shining light.
Right. Well, that makes sense.
But at the same time, it also allows any air to flow and also any sound to come out.
Right.
However, what's interesting is I've got this picture, so for those of you watching on video, you can take a look at this picture. This is a picture of some BNSF GEVOs that I think they were in dynamic braking, and you can see this very bright light coming out
getting hot
from under the where that. I don't know if it's the dynamic brake blister, because I think that's actually back under the under the radiator fans, but there's a bright blue purplish glow from those fans. And like I said, you can see it here, but it's those boxes that are kind of behind the fireman's side of the cab that I think are like an air intake or something like that. But you can see that purplish light glow. So don't always think that you can't, see any of those lights through there.
You can, and maybe they get their own diagnostic light. Maybe that's
maybe they had a Tsunami 2 in it.
It's a Tsunami 2 that just, hey, slow down.
Exactly. So, well, that's pretty much everything we've got. If you have any further questions on the lights or anything like that, just give us a call, give us an email. We'll be happy to check it out. But like I said, the back of the user's guide will explain the number of flashes, what they mean. Some are internal failures that have to come back to Durango, but a lot of them are external failures that the decoder is trying to warn you of before you damage the decoder. Things like higher voltage on the rails or overload in the current draw of the motor or whatever the case is. And so those are things that you have to address on your side, because if you send it to us, the decoder is going to test fine. It's doing what it's programmed to do, is to warn you of a condition before you damage the decoder.
Right.
So that's the biggest thing. Don't always panic, but take a moment, refer to the user's guides, because those things are very, very, very important to make sure that you can get the information. If for any chance we're not here, but we do answer our phones Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30 Mountain Time. Anytime you need it, we're here for you.
Right. That's correct.
So, well, kind of forgot we were going to promote the hats. We still have some of the hats available. These are our SoundTraxx hats. You can get them on our website, SoundTraxx.com. You can also get the tumblers that we still have, and we have the plushy dogs that are white and brown, kind of a mix of Isla and Sammy.
Yes. Yeah.
if they had a puppy together, which would be a little tough. But
that'd be a podcast all its own.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, be sure to check that stuff out, and also make sure you're part of our loyalty club, the SoundTraxx Soundbucks.
Right.
Make sure to sign up for that, because every purchase earns you money back that you can use on future purchases. So
right. It does not cost anything to sign up.
Correct. It's free to sign up, so make sure you take advantage of that as well.
Yeah, get your own Soundbuck stash.
There you go.
Say that fast 6 times in a row.
Say that fast 6 times in a row. That was easy.
That's it. Yeah, it is. That is, yes.
I always love it when people do that, when they talk about, they say that 5 times fast. I say, well, okay, say that 5 times fast. What's so hard about it?
Yeah, and they're like I just did,
Yeah.
Pretty good.
The one I get a lot of times is people will say, how do you spell that? Like when I give them my last name, and I say T-H-A-T.
Yeah.
And they look at me funny like, and then they realize what I just did.
Yeah. Anyway. It's like a lady asked me one time when I was buying food for the cat, she goes, is that any good? I said, I don't know. I don't eat it. The cats do. And she didn't laugh. But I laughed. I thought it was hysterical.
I don't
not so much. I said, yeah, is that any good? I said, I don't know. I don't eat it. The cats do.
Fantastic. I love it. So, anyway, we'll close this one out. This is Train Talk from Milepost 141. This is the SoundTraxx Soundbites podcast. Oh, wow. I just saw my note. We kind of dropped the ball, didn't we? This is episode 50.
Yes.
Holy crap, I forgot all about it. We're going to have to do something special for 51.
Wow, do something 50. Well, at least Kevin's on episode 50.
Kevin's happy because he's getting his model now.
Yeah, he's fine. He's like, it's about time.
About time.
Jeez, I thought I was going to just, be in a nursing home before he gets that done.
Yeah, but I know we teased earlier that we were going to do something special for this, and I dropped the ball. Sorry, vacation mind.
Yeah, well, Disney.
Yeah, exactly.
Fireworks.
There you go. So, anyway, Season 3, Episode 15, Podcast 50. Guys, thanks for tuning in. We hope this has been enjoyable and fun for you and informational as well. If you have any comments, leave them below. If you have any tech questions, give us a call or an email here, and we'll be happy to help you anytime we can. That's everything I got. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, I'm George.
Tom.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye now.
Thank you.